Hello and welcome to my new Counter-Strike video. In my previous video I was very much still a beginner. It has been quite some time and many matches since that video. I also bought a couple of nice skins, but the main thing here is that I have evolved as a player, I hope. And here are some of the things that I've learned. Baiting enemies and faking diffusers, the importance of sound and smoke, and not reloading after each kill, aiming high when shooting and pulling down when spraying, standing still when shooting, and that you can actually shoot through objects. Now in terms of game sense, I've learned that I need to play safe, i.e. not always pushing when I'm defending, and I need to be careful when picking up fallen weapons. I also try to guess where the enemy is going, and I'm also aware of the fact that they communicate internally with each other, so the enemy might know my position, so I need to be flexible and mobile all the time. I still need to work on my tunnel vision, that's a problem that I have, but at the same time I try to avoid unnecessary negative thoughts and stay neutral about my mistakes. In sum, Counter-Strike is very much about individual skills, yes, but it's also a mindset. I've learned the importance of making quick decisions and to be confident. Here's a match I played recently on the map Mirage. My team is defending as counter-terrorists, and I've come to understand that I can bait enemy players into traps to help my fellow teammates score a kill. Here I'm taking a lot of damage from one of the enemies who is top mid. We lost the first pistol round, so I don't have any fancy weapons or Kevlar. However, I can see that my teammate is approaching via the connector stairs. By making myself a target and making sure that I don't die, I act as a magnet for the enemy. My teammate can advance and get an easy kill. I have also learned the importance of trying to know what the enemy team is communicating internally. Here I understand that the entire enemy team by now knows that there is a guy in the window with low health, so I need to move away. This is clearly something that I would never do when I was new to this game. Further, I also learned that it is possible to get a kill with just a simple pistol, but I need to aim high. Here in this sequence we can also see that I've begun to understand the importance of pulling back and playing smart. Now I know that it's perhaps better to stay frosty and camp, especially with low health. Needless to say, I also learned the importance of pulling down as I spray. Initial shots are head high and then I pull down to compensate for the recoil. Also, please note that I'm not advancing. Rather, I'm just holding my position. It's pretty obvious for experienced players, but almost impossible to do when you are new to the game. I'm just pointing out subtle things that I've learned over the past year. This guy is advancing. Good luck. Ta-da! You are obviously of no use to your team if you're dead. I also started to get a better game sense. Here I am the last man standing and the enemy team is running out of time. They need to plant. As they throw the Molotov in front of me, I understand that they are blocking me from entering bomb site A. And given that, I make a guess that they are going for that site. So I start to rotate around the map to get there from my current position at bomb site B. Here is another interesting thing. I get tunnel vision. I don't see the enemy in front of me. Now I know where he is because I get shot and I heard the rifle. Here's another cool thing that I learned, the so-called fake diffuse. You commence diffusing to send an audio signal to the enemy that I'm diffusing the bomb, and the trick is of course to abort. Here's another match that I played on the map Cobblestone. First we're attacking, trying to get the bomb plant. I just want to point out the importance of sound. If you're still and lucky, you might hear the enemy first. Another thing that I learned the hard way by dying a lot of times is the importance of not reloading after each kill. There might be another enemy nearby. Once again, initial contact is head high, and then you pull down to spray all the bullets in one concentrated spot, right into the enemy. Spray, pull down. Spray, pull down. Oops, I didn't hear that guy. I also have begun to throw smokes. They are the backbone of this game, something that I never understood as a beginner noob. I advise all beginners to learn 3 or 4 basic smoke throws on each map. It makes the matches more enjoyable and you will win more rounds. Here's another thing that I didn't do when I was a beginner: to have the guts to stand completely still while exchanging bullets. You see, my gaming background is Doom, Quake, RTCV and Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, quick games. And in these games I just ran around, dodging bullets. In Counter-Strike, I had to force myself to occasionally stand completely still for a short period of time while shooting. Otherwise, I won't hit my target. So that's a thing that I learned. Standing still while shooting. Here I try to do a so-called trick plant inside the flower plant, but it failed miserably. I guess I still have a lot of things to learn. Nothing much to say here, except that I do not reload after my first kill, in case there's a second enemy nearby. Now, as I watch this footage, I also noticed that I didn't pick up the fallen weapon, and I must stress that this is 100% intentional. My argument here is that I need to pull back super fast to stay alive. If I try to pick up weapons, I might get killed. Well, of course, a better player would perhaps been able to do everything correct. Kill the enemy, run back to safety, and also pick up the fallen AK-47. However, my argument here is that my old me, when I was a beginner, would have stayed there for a couple of seconds. Whereas today, I'm much more prone to run back as fast as possible to camp. I prioritize staying alive nowadays. I've learned that fallen weapons might be tempting, but they are also time thieves, and they put myself into danger. Here is another sequence where I use sound to locate the enemy and where I am not reloading after the first kill, just to make sure that I'm ready for the next gunfight.
Throwing grenade.
Well, you can't win every duel. While playing Counter-Strike, I have also learned to stay away from unnecessary negative thoughts. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's take that last duel as an example. I bet that everyone watching this video had the same reflex as I had. Darn it, too bad that I didn't get that third and last guy. What a shame. And I must admit that that was exactly what I was thinking at that point in the match. Why didn't I get that last guy? However, and this is one thing that I've learned, you must always also try to see the positive side of things. In this concrete example, I finally saw what it was. Can you see it? Watch it again. Can you find one positive thing for me and my team as a result of this firefight where I died? See how much health he lost. So in conclusion, over time I made a conscious effort not to downgrade or bully myself and my mediocre playing. Instead, I try to be neutral. I try to ignore the feelings and focus on the facts. And in this case, the guy lost tons of health. We won this round because this enemy didn't have enough health. Okay, one more round and we will win the match. I set up a safe defense here without taking any risks. It might be boring, but this is often the best in Counter-Strike, playing safe, stay frosty. One enemy will eventually sneak into bomb site A and plant, but right now the action is over at bomb site B, so that's where I'm heading. Here you will see another trick that I've learned. Shooting through objects, which is sometimes referred to as wall banging. As a beginner, I had no idea that this was possible, but after watching some professional matches, I started to realize that this is a great tactic. I'm staying low and I shoot through the cement block in front of me.
Bomb has been planted.
Well, that was just a combination of quick reflexes and luck. Playing a lot of Counter-Strike matches have taught me to be aware of enemy positions. At this point I know that the enemy ahead of me has planted the bomb at bomb site A and the clock is ticking. I also know for a fact that there's an enemy behind me, somewhere near bomb site B. Finally, I must say that I have also learned that Counter-Strike is very much about making quick decisions and to be confident. Here I somehow felt that the last enemy player had to be pretty far away, so I just ran for it.
Defusing the bomb.
And I got lucky. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
We did it. Let's get out of here.